Hey y'all, Pancake here.
Today, we're headed out to Epcot for an early cast member preview of Test Track 3.0. We're going to check out the facelift the exterior got, explore the queue, and see if this version takes the top spot compared to the past two. You won't want to miss this. So hop in, sit back, and let's take this new version of Test Track for a test drive.
All right, guys, well, here we go into the brand new Test Track here at Epcot. I am so excited to check this out. All right, y'all, well, when you first walk in, here is what you're greeted with, a totally reworked queue. It's a little similar in the sense of like that futuristic vibe when you first walk in, but it is completely different. Look over here, look at this concept car. It says Experimental Astro 3. This is really neat. This almost looks like something that was like, they probably tried to use to break a land speed record maybe. I'm liking the retro vibe kind of, it's like future retro, just kind of throughout this whole queue entry area when you walk in, but very open concept. It was a little bit more closed off before. I want to say this car was here before at the previous version. Let me know in the comments, was this here before? But in these videos, they're kind of showing some like old footage. This is obviously just cars through time of prototypes, and this is obviously a more futuristic, more recent prototype that they have here. This area is a little bit more open, and the one cool thing is they now have the seatbelt check for the attraction visible again, so you can see the cars. The reflection is not showing well right now, but the cars now go by there. Here's another little concept car they got. So this room, I want to say, is maybe where you would build your car before. I'm not too sure. It's kind of hard to tell. I want to say it is. So here they have some environmental kind of displays showing about like the solar power. And over here it looks like they have a whole battery train from an electric car. It's always neat to see a stripped down version of the car. So this is like what a battery pack is under a car, an electric car. Here we have, again, more like concept cars it looks like. This one's actually really neat. Let me know in the comments. Do you think we'll ever get to this? I mean, we got the Cybertruck. The Cybertruck's honestly not far off from what this is, I feel like. This is a pretty wild concept. It says electric vehicle, oh look, AI self-drive enabled. And obviously, we got a lot of self-driving cars nowadays, so we're not really that far off of this. That's the interesting thing about Epcot as a whole, and a lot of the attractions, you know, this was once Future World and now it's World Discovery, and as we go on in the future here, we're starting to hit a lot of like, I don't know if I would say like endpoints in our technology, but it's just interesting because a lot of the things that people once dreamed up and predicted are happening nowadays, and it's like, what's next? I feel like once you build something that's like futuristic, then it becomes obsolete in a sense. So it'll be interesting on Test Track 4.0, if we ever get to that. What will that look? I don't know. So far though, queue's pretty cool. I like it. As chaotic as Test Track 1.0 was, that queue, if you don't remember, it's a bunch of like Test Track dummies literally getting absolutely mauled in the queue with like sledgehammers, and it was very chaotic. But I kind of missed that. But that just might be the nostalgic side of me kicking in, because that's what I grew up on. So I don't. Of course, because of it being a new ride now, I got a new ride video, and they're showcasing that car design. Go see soon. Here we're going into the new load area. It looks fairly similar, but of course, now that there's no interactive element, they removed the screens where you would tap your magic band, and we're about to load in. Oh, we're going. We are going. All right.
And I'm your automated vehicle.
Here we go, guys.
Welcome
we're
to
on.
the test
It all
track.
went really quick, so we're in the back row here. Get ready, though. Here we go.
We've always been dreaming about the road to tomorrow.
And now, we set a course for the future.
Whoa.
Before we can visualize tomorrow, we have to start by looking at the world of today a little differently.
Ooh, look, guys.
That's where I can help.
Well, look at the city.
Let me show you how I see the world.
By using advanced cameras and sensors, vehicles are constantly scanning the road ahead, helping to prepare us for any surprises.
Oh, here we go.
Hang on.
pull out.
Nicely done.
Surprises, huh?
So same little kind of brake check run, but a little bit
Tomorrow's
different
roads
scenery.
will be built with technology too, like inductive charging to
It's
help
really
keep
dark.
powered up.
Smart road activated.
Ooh, look at that.
Power transfer complete.
Oh wow, look, like they built like a whole house.
Smart roads are just the beginning.
That's awesome.
Imagine being able to customize your vehicle at home.
Nice, look at the show scene.
Go for it.
Very
First, select a new vehicle body.
What about this one?
Good choice. Now let's see how it looks.
Look, let's try another. That looks good with the third row.
And here's one I think you'll really love.
That's really neat.
Oh, I could get used to this.
Very cool.
Now how about we kick back and enjoy
All right,
the
we're
ride?
about to hit the open road here.
It's always fun to be free.
Ooh, it smells like pine trees. You can smell like they added a scent. That's cool.
Watch out!
I told you, I got this.
Right. Our road might have had some twists and turns. Ready to see what else lies beyond the horizon?
Wow, look at that. That's cool. There we go. Oh, God. Ah! We're on. We're going. Oh yeah. I forgot about this. Oh, that was good. That was the quaff. We quaffed
Our
it.
test drive might be complete,
Woo!
but just
That
ahead
was
is the
good.
vehicle showcase, where
I
you
always
can
forget how
explore the
fast that
latest
goes.
innovations from.
That was really
You see
neat.
what it did there?
Nice redo.
Maybe you're right.
So when you exit, they have this brand new mural that is basically that final scene that you saw with the projection dome. It's kind of represented here in like a giant wall mural. So very cool. I honestly want to go back and like watch that whole projection dome scene. I thought that was really neat for the finale. I really like this final mural here. It's cool. So of course they still have the GM showroom through here, and it looks like they still have that beautiful Corvette that has always been here. It is so nice. All right, well here is the main showroom floor area, and it looks a lot different. There used to be photo ops that you could do kind of in these different segments, and there were different backdrops, but now it's only cars. So they have 5 different models here. You got a GMC, I think that one is a Buick, and a Chevrolet, and another Buick down there. Because, of course, if you didn't know, this is sponsored by GM, and so these are different car manufacturers that they own. This whole space is a lot more open than it was before. And over here, they're showing some of their battery options for home charging too. They have one with their cords. I wonder if they actually have a cord or if this is just for show. I'm sure it's mostly for show, but it would be pretty cool if your charging cord glowed like that. All right, so the gift shop is not open yet. They still have that behind curtains, but I'll be interested to see what kind of new merchandise they get for Test Track 3.0. So here is the front entrance. We have this new signage here. And the thing that I love though is behind the sign, the way that they have shown off this building. This is a beautiful building, honestly. This is the same building that World of Motion was located in, and the way that they have the awning now, before it was kind of, I felt like it was a little bit tacky of an awning, but now they have this beautiful one that they've built, a lot more futuristic, and it just showcases that building so much better. It's really, really beautiful. So I thought they did a great job with this front entrance area.
Well, there you have it. There was the brand new refreshed Test Track 3.0 What'd you guys think? I think they did a really great job with this update. The last version was neat, but I did feel like that was a downgrade from the original. They were going for that like Tron-ish vibe, but it was almost too minimalistic for me. And this brings back more detail to the sets, more effects, and overall I think it makes the attraction way more re-rideable and worth waiting in line for. I thought the addition of the scents during the winding outdoors wood section was a really nice touch, and I also really enjoyed the score on the attraction. One thing I don't think they ever had done before that would have been nice to have in this version was a score that continued into that outdoor loop portion. I know it's maybe too loud when you're in that part for you to hear a score if they put it, but I feel like the rest of the ride is so beautifully scored, and you can feel the absence of that when you get outside. And also, that projection room right before you launch out was so crisp and clear. I almost wanted the ride to break down and like just sit there so I could take in all the detail. It was really well done. And as you saw though, the door was open when we got to that section. There was a malfunction of the door the day before. Look it up if you want to see what happened, but everyone is fine. That is unfortunately why it was already showing to the outside. I do feel like it affected the projections just a little bit, so hopefully by the time this opens up to the public, they will have that resolved. Now let me know in the comments though, what are your overall thoughts of this new refresh to Test Track? That's gonna do it for this one though. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Remember to stay golden.